And the question is the motion be agreed to. I call the member for Hunter.
Thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker. Very tragically, in September of 2012, the Norwegian company Norsk Hydro closed permanently an aluminium smelter in my electorate. It's in a town, or was in a town, known as Kurri Kurri. The result was the loss of almost 400 jobs. This was tragic for the local community. The smelter had been in operation since 1969 and was obviously the bedrock of the local economy. I wasn't particularly critical of Hydro at the time. They'd briefed me over the course of a long period of time about the challenges they faced, and I accepted, at least partially, that it was an old smelter using old technology. It was relatively small compared, of course, to some of the huge smelters we now see around the world, which enjoy large economies of scale. The $8 was, of course, very high, affecting their export income. Aluminium prices had fallen dramatically. Metal prices generally, indeed, had fallen dramatically. And the company had all sorts of trouble trying to secure a more competitive electricity contract with the New South Wales government-owned providers of energy. So despite the best efforts of the workforce, which had dramatically upped their productivity levels, the company took the decision to close the plant. It's a very sad day for the community, and the ramifications or impacts of that decision continue to flow into the local economy today and will continue to flow for some time. But again, I wasn't particularly critical of the company. I think it made the decision it probably was always going to make, and the decision, no doubt, had been a long time in the making. However, I am going to be critical of the company today, very critical, because I'm advised that the company intends to make, or has made application potentially to the New South Wales government to dispose of its toxic spent potline underground in a disused mine, also in my electorate. I won't name the mine or the former mine because I'm not sure of my facts on that, but I have it on very good advice. That is their intention. Of course, they have a lot of spent potline. After so many decades of operation, it will cost the company millions, literally millions, to dispose of the potline safely. It really needs to be reprocessed somehow. I don't understand the science of that, but it needs to be reprocessed. And I understand, obviously this is an expensive activity. But it is totally unacceptable and will be totally unacceptable to the communities I represent if they continue with this idea of burying the spent potline underground in a disused mine. I'm further advised that the intention is to encase the spent potline in concrete. It's well known, and there's plenty of scientific literature on this subject. That will not protect the local people and the local environment, because the spent potline and its toxicity and salinity will eat its way through concrete. I know it's been used in road base for the time in the past, and that's been well and truly proven. So encasing it in concrete will not settle the concerns of my local community. I absolutely reject this application. I absolutely reject the idea that we are going to be used as a waste dump for a toxic waste product. And my advice to Hydro, Norsk Hydro, is to just stop this process now. You are wasting your time and money processing this application through the state government. Very quickly before I close, Mr Deputy Speaker, can I just express on this day when the MRRT will be debated again in the Parliament, can I express my disappointment and concern that the low-income super contribution scheme is about to be scrapped, denying some 3.6 million Australians what they rightly deserve. We can't have our super scheme benefiting only those on high incomes. It must be used to assist others. And I'd make the point that 24 of the 25 electorates which will be most affected by this are in rural and regional Australia, in seats like that of the members for Page, Monaro, Braddon, Lyons, Bass, Capricornia and Flynn. They should be in their party room, standing up for their constituents, insisting that the low-income super contribution scheme be retained. It's for those who earn less than $37,000 a year, Mr Deputy Speaker. These are the people that need and deserve this allowance.
I thank the member for Hunter.